Hi, Taurus. It's Lulu, and welcome to your indie read here in the foyer. All right, let's get to it. Remember that these reads are general. Okay, you can check your other major, the other planets. Your other planets. There's 7 of them. All right, to get clarity, you can look up the meaning of the planets in your what they mean in your chart or what sign it is, and see how you can best utilize the information or energy of those planets. All right, so let's get into Taurus. What do you have here for Taurus? Check it out. All right, it's giving cute. Okay. Oh, solar plexus at the bottom. Oh, it's giving cute. Deceit. All right. Magician and the mirrored. Door to spirit is cute. Financial constraints under deceit. All right. Rest and rejuvenation sitting at the middle of this is holding the most weight. Sacral chakra is sitting under the door to spirit. Under financial constraints is yin and yang. Under rest and rejuvenation is the garden and the gate. Under second chakra is indecision. All right. So there may be something here where you are taking a break from something that you found trivial. And now that could be the one way, right? And you're trying to decide on which direction to go after you come off of this break, right? To try and figure out, okay, to try and figure out what it is that you need to do next, because whatever this deceit is, um, I feel as though you may have, I don't know why I feel like somebody may have went to the casino. But with that deceit, there was something here that happened from the recent past. Now, I don't know exactly what it is, but I did get the casino. I did get that there may be more than one person involved. And it may have hit your finances or what have you. There was some type of imbalance in the way that you approach your financial situations, possibly. But with the magician and the mirror crowning the rest and rejuvenation card with this garden and the gate, you may take your time with some information that you receive in meditation. Not you're unsure possibly of what it is that you need to do when you've taken a break. You may even be like, I don't know why I feel like some of you may be in a space of emotional distress, dis-ease, distortion. There may even be that you go into meditation. When you come out of it, may not even be meditation. It may be that you just take a break. Taurus loves to take their little breaks and get their snacks. But after a number of other things that go on, it's like, I just don't want to do nothing. I don't, I really get that that may be a little depression right there, or just feeling blocked in, right? Maybe you've had to take care of children, or the kids been saying that they haven't gone anywhere. Why haven't we gone anywhere? And, or what have you. With the sacral chakra guarding the gate and the financial constraints, you can't explain. It's hard to explain to children that shit, times are hard, okay? Because they don't understand it, right? They're not adults. So then you have yin and yang, rest and rejuvenation, and a decision. So I feel as though you will be in a space of making, balancing out your do's and don'ts, balancing out your wills and won'ts, balancing out, making things make sense in a way that will allow for you to make an executive decision, especially when it comes to the children, especially when it comes to your spirituality. Um, oh, I thought it was something right there. Or what have you, or your desires, what resonant souls, right? Because there may be a spiritual connection between you and someone, or maybe you are realizing why you had one of your children. Okay. What else? What is this deceit? 9 of Cups, something that you thought that you wanted, you found out I ain't want that. You lied to yourself. Um, and you may be looking more into how to perfect or how to properly utilize your arts, or the way that you work in the world, the way that you utilize the resources that you have. And there's a lot of communicating with spirit, because you may have listened to the wrong spirit, and it could show up in an actual person. All right, it happens. And it's not that maybe you took some advice that you didn't go and investigate, because you got to investigate. Okay. All right. What is this, child? What is this magician in the mirror here for Taurus? Temperance. Don't lose your cool. Maybe you played yourself. Maybe you found something out. Somebody was deceptive, and maybe they love bombed you with this 9 of Cups, right? You thought they were everything that you thought that they could be, and they turned out to be the exact damn opposite, right? With this Temperance card and the Magician and the Mirror, maybe your power comes in balance. Most people do, but I'm not gonna start my stuff. But a lot of your power stems from being able to alchemize many things, transmute that negative energy into a positive energy, which draws you closer to your team. Also, with that, and having a deeper understanding of why certain things happen and what it all looks like. It's like breaking down parts of your life to see what the results were in different areas, and mastering something with that Temperance card. What is this door to spirit? The Five of Pentacles. They're showing you, maybe some of you allowed someone to love bomb you like that, or deceive you into doing something. I'm gonna clarify it again. Because of, maybe you have body dysmorphia, maybe you have, Five of Pentacles can be health issues, body issues, the way that you view not having enough, not being enough, and how you fall for certain things that you were supposed to build up within yourself, so that you won't be a victim to the same type of person all the time. You know, excuse me, let me clarify this Nine of Cups and this Deceit. What is this Nine of Cups and this Deceit? It may be some Neptunian energy here. What is this Nine of Cups and this Deceit? Oh, that bitch trying to come at it, and it wouldn't let go. The Six of Wands and the Devil. Okay, so maybe you were deceived by your family, friends. You were deceived by supportive people. That's why it's so important to tap in, tune in, connect, and do not disconnect. Right? Because you don't want to. It's like when famous people have a team, and that's why sometimes you see where people be like, do you have any friends? Because of some of the stuff that people share online, some of the things that people do, because a lot of people are influenced by their followers, their subscribers. They're influenced by what other people think and what they do, and you realize that you were tempted into something that you thought was going to be a success. You thought it was all things, and it just turned out to not be that. Okay, what is this Five of Pentacles and this door to spirit? Who is in here today, y'all? 55, Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Oh, sorry, Five of Cups. You may have gone around in circles about, like, why does this keep happening? Why, and really not seeing the upswing of things. So that's what they want to do. They want to lift you out of that grounded energy, that under the ground energy, and bring you back to face reality when it comes to your self-development, your self-awareness, your self-assertion. Okay. What is this financial constraints here for Taurus? Knight of Cups. What are you spending your money on? What do you enjoy doing when it comes, because you have to pull back. They want you to budget. So with that Knight of Cups, maybe somebody deceived you, played you for some coin or something like that. But whatever this Knight of Cups is, I really do think that it had more to do with why you're not going back outside right now. Okay, maybe you did something that you enjoyed doing. Maybe it was a creative endeavor that didn't work out the way that you thought. Or maybe once you take this initiative, you have to be mindful of your budget. Make sure that you would love what it is that you do with that Knight of Cups. This has a lot to do with your emotion and how you put that emotion into action. Because a lot of times, when we do things, it's important, for if we're going to do it, it's important that we have a good feeling already about doing it and the outcome of it, good, bad, or indifferent. But we want to enjoy the process, which is life, right? Everyone wants to get to their purpose and get to the destiny, but the journey is more important than the destiny, right? The purpose, right? Because you eventually realize that everything was part of the purpose. All right, everything that you went through, everything you grew through was part of the purpose. Yeah, so some of you may start to cook at home more. What is this rest and rejuvenation for Taurus? Nine of Wands. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't allow yourself to, maybe that's what the space you're in, right? You're not allowing yourself to be overexerted. You're not allowing, you're taking time out to lick your wounds, basically, so that you can get back up, because you're going to have to face something and make a decision after a period of time. Maybe some of you are connected to the Fey realm. I also feel like there's something here with the DNA restructuring. This really looks like some kind of, it's not a squid, but it is like, I forget what you call those. The sea creatures, they ain't got no bones, but you can see inside of them. It's not a jellyfish. It looks like you can see their spine, but it's not their spine. Chow, I don't know. What is this second chakra for Taurus? Let me know in the comments if you know. King of Pentacles. So putting a lot of love into your sacred work, putting a lot of energy into what it is that you want to accomplish. This may even be that this is the person that you are dealing with here and you have a decision to make. Maybe you saw something in a dream or you came to some type of realization and it's like, I got to figure this out, right? I don't know if this person travels a lot for work or they have a lot going on, because I do feel like this person is always at the airport with this box, which could be a bag, right? A check-in bag or a carry-on. But they may travel a lot. Maybe it's a truck driver. What is this yin and yang here for Taurus? The Four of Cups. Disappointment. Somebody is disappointed in the what they thought maybe was their soulmate or their twin flame, waiting for the arrival of something. Maybe waiting for the arrival of an emperor or a job. Um, uh, the okay to take action, because this could be you taking a risk or taking control over a situation that disappointed you when it came to your balance. All right. What is this garden in the gate? The Empress. All right. So you're waiting. You know that something is happening and you know, I guess you are in a space where you know when to hold them and when to fold them, or you will. After that period, you go in and out of this space of not doing as much as you used to, being very calculated or figuring things out, because you are in a space where you don't want the same thing or you don't want to experience the same thing. So you're taking matters into your own hands. With that rest and rejuvenation, you may begin to take your spiritual breaks more seriously at this time. All right, with that Empress card, you're gonna know when to get your ass up, okay? Because I do feel like some of you are mothers or parents overall, and there's some type of mystique about the way that you do things. You don't have to explain everything to everybody. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe a lot of people want to know what makes you tick, because there's a 3 and a 0. Then you have the Empress, and she's hiding her face like, I'm not telling you that. What is this indecision? 9 of Swords. Don't let it get to you. You may have a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. You know that this thing it keeps coming up and it's time for you to make some type of decision. It's going to be a huge move, a huge to do. You have all the information that you need, and you may be presenting facts to having to prevent facts when you make this decision, or especially when it comes to that deceit. You may be in a space where you know that once you make this decision, there's no turning back because of the plans that you are making when you move forward. What is this 9 of Swords? The 7 of Swords. I told you. You don't want to betray yourself again, right? So the 9 of Swords, 97, 79. You don't want to betray yourself again. And I feel as though someone may be waiting for you to make a decision. Someone who may have lied. What is this 7 of Swords? What's this 97? The Emperor and that 3 of Wands. Someone is waiting for you to make a decision. Someone that betrayed you is waiting for you to make a decision. Now, I don't know if you are trying to decide on if you're going to put a child up for adoption, abort a project, abort a child, abort something. I don't know. It's looking like with the daughter spirit, sacral chakra, and indecision, and this person keep coming up. Okay. Maybe they told you that they can't make babies, or they didn't want babies, or something. Maybe they said at first, oh, I would love to have a child with you, and then they turn around when you finally tell them, like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like, what? What is this indecision? The Tower. I told you it's going to be a big move, man. It's an 8. This is going to be a big move. It's either going to make or break you, but you're going to have to, either you make the decision or it'll be made for you, which is the Tower coming crumbling down. Down, down, baby. Down, down the roller coaster. Sweet, sweet baby. Please don't let me go. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah. Shimmy, 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 Cocoa Puff. When I get off, I'm going to remember the whole thing. All right. What is this? What information do you have for Taurus? Thank you. Let go. Let go. It says walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. And that's the life purpose card. So you do the math, child, because it's time for you to make some type of decision. So overall, if you take your time out to really get in alignment, balance your stuff out, your masculine and feminine energies within, the polarities, weighing the pros and cons of certain situations that you are in. But whatever you do, don't trick yourself off of your square for nobody else. All right. If you're gonna fuck up, may it be by your own means. If you're gonna trip and slip and fall and all of that, may you be accountable for those things that you decide to do in relation to another, or just the decision that you make. Right. Every choice breeds a consequence, good, bad, or indifferent. Because boom, I just really feel like you are receiving a lot of information. Someone may need a mastectomy, or not a mastectomy, but a mammogram. Okay. And get those checked by 3 or 4 doctors, I would assume. Here, I would recommend, um, because for some reason I think that someone may have something going on that's more spiritual than here, but spiritual ailments and illnesses can materialize and cause problems when before you go into it deeper. So you can, if you are having a mammogram, you can have a craniosacral therapist um, give you the information on us from the Alaya consciousness that they pick up when they are realigning your crown. Okay, cool. All right. I'll talk to you next week.